Yes, you can achieve the same design on these three ingredient butter cookies. Keep watching ahead because you will love to make this. Hello YouTube family, I hope everyone is doing amazing. Today I will be showing you how to make only 3 ingredients butter cookies. It is so easy and quick. If you're new here, please take a moment to hit the subscribe button and trust me, you're gonna like everything I drop here. To start off, in a mixing bowl I will be adding in 1 cup of softened butter. I'm using salted butter, so 2 blocks of butter is equivalent to 1 cup of butter. Okay, so it is like the one most important tip for you. Your butter is supposed to be softened. So when it's inside my mixing bowl, I'll go ahead and add ½ cup of sugar. If you have a really sweet tooth, you can use 1 cup, but it's gonna be so sweet. Now the second tip, you have to cream it until it is light and fluffy, like really light and fluffy. Do not miss this part. Don't hurry up, you have to be patient with this. When it's looking like this, it is looking so soft and fluffy now, very creamy, you can tell. So next thing I'll be adding is 2 cups of all-purpose flour. All right, just add your flour in batches. Do not add the flour at once. So when I put in my flour as the first batch, I will use my mixing stick or a spatula to mix it perfectly. I would not like to use a mixer in this case because it's just going to make like splashes or splatter all over. So I prefer using my mixing spatula right here. So the second batch of the butter is going to come in. You see, it's already looking so smooth right now, and it is really buttery and flavorful. The second batch is going to come in right now. Just mix again until it has a smooth consistency, and finally the last batch of flour is gonna come in. So after mixing everything accordingly, this is how it's gonna look like. You see that it's supposed to form a dough. Now your dough here is a loose dough. It's not gonna be like it together, if you know what I mean. It's gonna be loose. So I'll just transfer onto a parchment paper, then I'll cover with another parchment paper. Just try to flatten with my hands, then let it set in the refrigerator for at least 1 hour. 1 hour, okay, you can set your timer. Now at this point, if you don't put it in the refrigerator, you know you have overworked the butter. It's gonna be warm and it can start melting before you finish making your dough, or you finish making, cutting or shaping out your cookies. So you always have to set it. So out from the refrigerator, you can now flatten it using a rolling pin. Then this is how it's looking. I will always advise to place a parchment paper on it, because at this point your dough is very loose, right? If you like really press it hard with your rolling pin, all the dough is gonna stick onto your rolling pin. So try to create a barrier between the rolling pin and the dough. Okay, so now I'm using this rolling pin to give me those perfect designs. If you love this rolling pin, you can get it from Amazon. So after that, I'll use a cookie cutter to shape it. You can shape this with whatever item you have to go ahead and shape it. Okay, these designs are so beautiful and presentable. Trust me, if you make this and surprise someone for Christmas, like for Christmas cookies or any cookies for any occasion or celebration, just imagine how that is. So I'll use my spoon to take it out, to take out the cut, that's the cut out cookies, because you can, trust me, you cannot easily carry this with your hands. You can easily carry that with a spoon or anything, because like I said before, this dough is really loose. All right, so I will just fold in the remaining one, then repeat the process all over. So now let it go to the oven and bake at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for about 10 to 12 minutes until the edge is just turning golden brown. After you see that the edge is starting to turn golden brown, then you gonna take it off, and this is how it's looking. It's looking so good, and it's very flavorful, buttery, melt in your mouth. It just melts in your mouth as soon as you have the first bite. So guys, thank you so much, and trust me, this recipe is a no fail. If you get to try it, let me know how it turns out. Help my channel grow. Let's reach 100k. Keep subscribing, sharing, like, and thank you so much. To meet again in my next video. Bye.